Galera, a gente vai ver esse vídeo em inglês, porque eu acho que não tem nada em português ainda. Elon Musk mentindo sobre ser bom em videogames. Vamos lá.
I have a lifetime of playing video games. At one point, I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
The Paragon board and the build, you're also an innovator there.
Yeah, I've played a lot of video games.
You think about like StarCraft, any game where a lot of people are playing, to rise to the top, you have to be exceptional, period, as a human being.
Yeah.
There has to be something exceptional about you.
Yeah.
Are you in the top 20 in the world or top 20? Wow, in Diablo.
Yeah.
Shooting rockets into space, making e-vehicles, starting a new department of the government. I actually let myself think maybe he actually is an alien, because there's just no way, unless he's paying people to do it for him, which obviously he's not.
Obviamente ele não
So let's
está.
start off with some context. Elon Musk's character is currently level 97, aka rank 12 on hardcore, that's permanent death mode, Trade League. Let me try to give you a quick understanding as to how hard it is to get to that level. 2 weeks into the league, when people are playing the game, literally they're staying up 40 to 50 hours without sleeping, only playing Path of Exile, and they are the most try-hard guys in the world. The highest ranked player on the hardcore Trade League was level 93. Okay, and you're thinking about yourself, that's kind of close to 97. Every time you level it up, it becomes exponentially harder to gain experience. A lot harder and a lot harder. Okay, so these players, to get to 97, have to be playing the game every day for the majority of their day. Currently, what is their highest ranked player? They're level 97, same as Elon Musk.
Cara, só pra falar, essas extensões que vocês falam pra dublar não funcionam bem, cara. Não funcionam bem. As pessoas que gravam vídeos, elas não gravam vídeos para serem lidos por uma inteligência artificial. Elas simplesmente falam normalmente. E a legenda, ela segue um raciocínio. Então, quando você coloca uma inteligência artificial para dublar, ela vai ler todo dia, para a maior parte do dia, atualmente, qual é o seu jogador. Entende? Ela lê do jeito que tá aqui, sem vírgula, sem a entonação do cara. Então fica uma merda. Fica uma merda, infelizmente. Já tentei, já testamos, não fica bom, tá? Não é legal de você ouvir, infelizmente, cara. Talvez em algum momento fique bom, mas por enquanto tá uma merda.
And be like, Elon, there's a tab there called Elon's Maps. Grab your map out there. I've rolled them all for you. They're nice and easy. He then proceeds to walk up to his map device and go to put a map in. The literal first thing you learn upon getting to the end game is how to operate this map device. You're going to start off at a node, and then from that node, you can go to adjacent connected maps. Now, Elon, he's trying to click.
Oh, he's trying to do the map that's not in the chain.
He's just clicking a map repeatedly, trying to access it. He was not eligible to enter that map.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of the highest level hardcore characters in the game. He would have played thousands of maps at this point.
Anyone who's level 97 is... And
Pra quem não tá entendendo, ele tá tentando... Nossa, isso aqui é bizarro, cara. Isso aqui é bizarro.
Eu não consigo ver isso aí, eu vou mutar, velho. Que eu não consigo ver sem passar mal de rir, não, véio.
Isso aqui é muito bizarro, velho, na moral. Isso aqui é alucinante, pô. O mapa ali, molecada, só pra vocês entenderem, tá? A idiotice da parada é a seguinte, ó. O mapa, pra quem não joga pó, é assim, ó. Você tem que abrir o mapa aqui, assim, vamos supor que você começou nessa torre. Pra você chegar nisso aqui, você tem que passar por esse, pra depois passar por esse, pra depois passar por esse. Você tem que seguir a linha conectando os nodes até você chegar no que você quer, entendeu? Não dá pra você pular daqui pra cá sem passar pelos mapas adjacentes. Básico, tá? Isso aqui é a primeira coisa que você aprende. Um cara que é o topo, né, do hardcore, que é o modo mais difícil de você se manter vivo, já deve ter feito isso aqui 1 milhão de vezes. É esquisito que ele não saiba desse pequeno detalhe, né? Esquisito, no mínimo.
He would have played thousands of maps at this point.
Anyone who's level 97 is... And we're talking one of the most efficient players in the game, period. There is no way you would do that. Why just like sitting there like some sort of geriatric old man clicking this node, expecting something to happen, and then he finally kind of gives up after a while and then realizes his mistake. We then get a look at his inventory. So Elon Musk is stuck going into the map and with full bags. If you're an efficient player, you're going to clear a map, you're going to loot the valuable items, you're going to go in, and you're going to take those items, and you're going to basically look through the good ones, keep the good ones, list them up for sale, and then truck away the trash ones. It's almost like he has no understanding as to like what items are or what you're even supposed to do with them. So now Elon zones into the map.
So what I'm doing here is just boosting my shield before battle by meditation. Meditation before battle is always good.
And he starts killing monsters. He starts obliterating monsters with his character. But what becomes obviously apparent...
Chaos Orb, no loot filter.
Is like, no, he's just running past Chaos Orbs! He just ran past the Chaos Orb!
Chaos Orbs are one of the most important currencies, and they're also really rare. I have about 140 Exalts. I have like 9 Chaos Orbs, just so you guys understand.
So in Path of Exile, the devs are these evil guys, and they talk about feeling the weight, and they effectively just drop tons and tons of items, and you have to know what to pick up. So what GGG have done, the people who make the game, they've made this system called loot filters, which gets rid of 90 to 95, even in some cases, like we're talking 98% of all loot that drops, because otherwise your screen is just cluttered. And you won't even notice when you get a good drop. It's unfathomable for someone to be in the top ranks without a loot filter. Yet Elon Musk, the God Gamer, he doesn't play with a loot filter. The only thing...
The God Gamer.
Elon does pick up maps because the default in-game loot filter highlights those. Those things are worthless. The actual items of value that he should be picking up, that he would have had to pick up in order to get the gear, leave it on the ground. Anyone who's been playing the game and is a complete expert, we're talking he's cleared thousands of maps. He's been playing that character for hundreds of hours. He's going to be pretty damn good at, playing the character. He gets to the boss. He's fighting the boss. And I want to say for about 10 seconds, he sits there and he's out of mana. Mana is a resource in this game where you need it in order to use your abilities. He just sits there, default attacking the boss without activating his mana flask. Anyone who's played the game and understands the character would understand, like, oh, I'm not doing any damage because I'm out of mana. Elon Musk takes 10 seconds. He then goes on to loot items off the ground. He starts dragging them into his bag. Like, I don't even know how to describe to you how painful that is to anyone who actually plays the game. And his bags are full, and he just keeps clicking it over and over and over again. Nobody, not even people who are kind of noobs at the game, do that.
Não é possível isso aqui não, pô. Peraí, pô. Bem, agora você... Caralho, que doença, cara. Caraca, que doença, mano. Não tem como, pô. Isso aqui não tem como, pô.
I don't even think Elon Musk has done the campaign, honestly. Like, just based on what I'm seeing in terms of the gameplay. His settings on the map transparency are turned on by default. His life values are turned on. All these basic settings that anyone in the top 100 would do, he is not doing. Maps can effectively have different content on them, and that content will be signified by icons on the map. So it could be a map which has an expedition in it, a breach in it, or it could be corrupted. Elon starts looking through the atlas, and he finds a map with, I kid you not, 4 things on it.
There are 4 things there. So this one has a real risk of dying.
4 things.
4 things. Caralho, mano. Sabe o que é mais bizarro, mano? É que ele faz live, né, velho? Dessa porra, mano. Caralho, será que esse é o achievement do homem mais rico do mundo, né, velho? Eu faço mesmo. Foda-se. Foda-se, eu faço mesmo e não tô nem aí, velho. É isso.
4 things. What are those things?
God, dude, 4 things. It's 4 things, dude.
So this one has
You
a
are
real risk of
not
dying.
this far in the game and calling it 4 things. Stop, bro.
4
Dude,
things.
stop. Oh my god, he literally can't. He then goes on to say, I kid you.
This is max difficulty on hardcore. If there's a way to get higher difficulty, I don't know what it is, but this is everything maxed out.
Path of Exile has boss fights and end-game bosses, which are quote-unquote difficult battles, which Elon actually did do in one of his streams, where he just went into the end-game boss and died repeatedly to it. Maps are just farming. You go into maps and you farm them for loot and experience. They're not the most difficult battles, and I don't know if he's trying to deceive people watching a stream into thinking that he's doing some insanely hard thing, whenever he's literally doing something you do to effectively grind or farm. And if you thought this was bad, I did not even get to the worst part. In Path of Exile, gear has requirements to equip it. But that has nothing to do necessarily with how good it is. For example, one of the most powerful and best items in the game is a level 1 required to equip staff, which is maybe, I think, even the most meta build in the game right now. It's super, super broken, insane damage. And Elon Musk starts going over his gear.
This is a great staff, but it's only a level, 62 staff.
His weapon is, I kid you not, one of the best, if not the best staffs on the entire hardcore trade league. You cannot even buy it. Insane weapon.
These affixes are, I'd hate to say perfect, but they might be perfect.
Just the PDPS criteria on trade, we can see there's literally one staff in existence on the entire market. Not only does Elon have a staff that you can't even buy, but it's so good that second best one, which is missing 2 of what makes a staff so powerful for an invoker, which is the crit and crit bonus, is still 20 divines, and that's obviously very expensive.
Here I am, like, level 95. But my staff is only level 62. my helmet is level 56.
Int, lightning, and chaos resist. Okay. It's only 56.
Amulet level 61. The ring is only level 48, 49. At least a level 75 jacket.
It's a jacket with 6 things. Yeah, tell us how bad the item that only drops from the highest difficulty of the hardest boss. Just tell us that it's only level 52. Did you find this at level 52? That's impressive.
Level 52 here.
They can only ever be level 52. Bro, Elon Musk is a fucking fraud, bro.
Pretty low level compared to my character level, but it seems to work pretty well. In softcore, you can get much better equipment.
In order for him to have insane gear, he has to understand how the economy works. He has to be basically trading.
Anyone who's played Path of Exile to the end game in a trade league knows that you have to trade in order to obtain what looks like some of the best gear pieces in the entire game. If we look at some of these player accounts, we can see what they have for trade. 700 plus items for sale, multiple divine items. You can see hundreds of divines worth of listed items. This is also someone from the top 10, ranked number 4, Focus here, worth 50 divines alone. This is the number 1 guy. You can see hundreds of divines, again, worth of items, multiple mirrors, all these players. If we go to Elon's account, he's got only 21 items for sale, and they're all absolute garbage. It's clear he's really not making much money, or any money at all. So something I did notice last week, I did the same search because I was curious what he might have been selling, and I grabbed the screenshot, which I shared to my Discord, and it's this really, really, really crappy crossbow for 18 divines. So why is it listed for 18 divines, and where did it go? Is it possible he vendored it? Yes. Why was it listed for 18 divines? I don't really know. I don't want to fuel any conspiracy theories, but I have been made aware that RMT, typically they use legitimate listings that are far overpriced, and that is how they mask the transaction as legitimate. So if he were to buy 18 divines for $100 US or whatever, he could have done so through this listing.
And if you needed any more proof that Elon is 100% boosted, he was playing the game today inside of maps, blasting, while simultaneously on a...
O maluco é deus mesmo, velho. Caraca, mané. Porra. O maluco é deus, mané.
Blasting, while simultaneously on a X space talking to like some far right wing part of some German government. I don't know, some political bullshit. Okay, I guess he's just that much of a god gamer.
O maluco é brabo, mané. Participa de reuniões mundiais enquanto farma mapas no POI, mano. Você é doido.
É os robôs, Zeus.
O maluco é um monstro.
Robô é China, Zeus?
O maluco é um monstro.
Se você faz o seu robô e deixa ele jogando pra tu, é China ou não?
Se o Telas dirige sozinho, por que a conta do cara não pode jogar sozinho? Humilde.
Caralho, true.
Humilde. Perseverance has died at position of left. Esse aqui é o que? O personagem dele? Esse Percy aqui? Hip Elon, that's Elon. Back to the beach, bozo. Back to the beach, bozo. Começou a andar com o Trump, entrou na vibe dos fake news, depois vocês dizem que os amiguinhos não influenciam. Caralho, que bizarro, né, velho? Assim, velho, toda vez que eu falava essa parada, o Elon é o top 1 do não sei o quê, top 1, eu falo, cara, mano, sei lá, velho, tem uma coisa errada, porque, tipo, algumas paradas não é uma questão só de habilidade, né? É uma questão de tempo. né? Tem que ter tempo pra caralho, né? Pra dedicar a parada. E, velho, uma coisa que ele não tem é tempo, né? O maluco tá fazendo todas as coisas do mundo, cadê que porra de tempo é esse, velho? Você pode ser bom pra caralho, mas e o tempo? Como é que é essa parada aí? O cara é bilionário dentro de um jogo bem conhecido pelo seu MT. Não é uma matemática difícil. Caralho, que loucura, mano. A questão é, novamente, o cara faz a live, né? Ele faz a live e foda-se. Foda-se. Eu sou o homem mais podre de rico do mundo. Caguei, vou continuar vendendo. Porque, velho, sabe o que vai acontecer? Essa galera que tá aqui no começo, ó, esse gnomo aqui, que eu não sei quem é, o Joe Rogan, essa galera toda que fica lambendo o saco dele de, nossa, ele é o top 1, né, cara, incrível, realmente ele deve ser alienígena. Essa galera não vai ver esse vídeo. E vai continuar falando essas merdas, espalhando essas porras aí, e GG, né? Ele vai continuar sendo visto por muita gente como o God Gamer, né? The God Gamer. Ai, ai. Mas é isso, meus jovens. Tá aí. Elon Musk, The God Gamer, pra vocês. Contemplem o mago. Esse é o verdadeiro mago dos games. Pelo amor de Deus. Comenta aí. A gente se vê no próximo React. Valeu.